Excuse me, barman. Could I have 9 Jaeger bombs? Thanks, mate.
That's all I know of it.
That was very classical, mate.
The intro music did not fit the drinks order.
It didn't at all. 3 Jaeger bombs and some nice...
Howl's Moving Castle theme.
Yeah, that one that he said just then.
Howl's Moving Castle.
Before I had a chance to say it. I don't know what it is. Right, down to business. Listen in, all right? Have a close little listen because I need a word with you. This is episode 36, and it isn't just episode 36, okay? Today is also National World Turtle Day. Sorry, National Lucky Penny Day. So for you that's listening, all right, you see a penny, you fucking pick it up, and for the rest of that day, you will have good luck.
There's an extension to that, about passing it on, which I never knew about.
Oh, yeah. Well, nobody cares about passing it.
Yeah, I was going to say, who cares?
Keep it yourself.
I'm not passing on a penny.
My name, as usual, hasn't changed since last time you listened, is Thomas of Millshire.
Yeah, my name's the same as well, Thomas of Millshire.
No.
Nice to meet you the same. I'm Joe, finally been discharged from hospital.
Discharged off the psych ward. It's about time,
I know, mate. I was sick of that padded cell.
It was getting really awkward fitting recordings in around your day release.
You what, sorry?
It was getting really awkward fitting all the recordings in around your day release.
Remember that time it ran over and Ben had to replace?
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, God, that was bad. My ankle tag wouldn't stop going off.
It was a nightmare. It just kept disturbing all of the microphones.
But I do enjoy the grippy socks that you get given at the side.
They are nice and grippy, aren't they?
Oh, cool.
Bit toasty as well.
Yeah,
if you're really lucky, they give you a nice tight jacket to wear as well.
I've heard it keeps quite warm.
It does keep you very warm.
It keeps you very fucking warm.
Got buckles on the back.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
But great escape artist like me, I was out of it in seconds.
Yeah. Joe Houdini Benham.
Yeah.
Very nice. How are we?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, mate.
Just good. Lovely.
Yeah.
How are you?
Just good, mate.
Just good.
Right,
how are you, Tom?
Bloody, absolutely, amazingly mediocre.
Wonderful.
So just good.
Just good.
Yeah, just good.
We're going to go with that. Just good. Yeah. Yeah, not so bad. Very warm.
It's a bit warm.
For whatever reason, Manchester's decided to get warm, which is very inconsiderate.
While still sticking with the theme of rain.
Yeah, so it's for a humid, sticky, Brazilian, Amazonian rainforest kind of vibe, and it's horrific.
Without the nice trees, just the arc.
The Amazon doesn't have most of the nice trees anymore.
Yeah, they've all gone bye since, haven't they?
Deforested, mate.
Yeah.
Who needs the forest?
Speaking of Amazon.
Us. Amazon?
Yeah.
What about him? They're having some issue with the deliveries at the moment.
They are, actually, I've noticed. But also, I was on Amazon Prime last night, having a little bimble through, looking for a tasty little film to watch.
Oh, yeah.
And I realised Amazon Prime is balls.
Yeah, it's really
they have some really
The selection of films is absolutely horrific. I had to go back to Netflix and scroll through the same films I've been looking at for the half an hour before.
They do one football documentary a year that's worth watching, and then I never touch it again. Because the other thing is, you have to watch out for the little Prime badge on all the stuff.
Yes.
You occasionally find a film you think, I watched that.
That was good, that.
Then you realise you've got to pay for it.
£3.49. Nice one. I'm not paying for that.
Wait, you still have to buy things on
So
Amazon
Prime lists everything that you could rent or buy through Amazon, and then some are free for Amazon Prime members.
You pay your
there's a little badge in the corner of the poster.
But we have Prime. Why are you not signing into it?
But not every film is available on Prime.
You pay your £7.90 a month for Amazon Prime and next day delivery and all that. Woohoo, I'll get movies with it too. And then you actually go on it and you only get a small selection of movies.
And it's
you've
always
got to
an
pay for
awkward one,
everything
innit?
else.
So like Pitch Perfect 1, for example, and Pitch Perfect 3 will both be available for Prime members. But Pitch Perfect 2, and I'm picking a film
I was going to say, I
here.
do often have that same problem with watching Pitch Perfects that I watch all the time.
In a series, there typically is one where you have to pay to rent or buy it.
Yeah, well, you have to pay for Pitch Perfect 2 because it's the one that's got pentatonics in it. So, of course, you've got to pay for that.
Shout out Pentatonics.
Shout out Pentatonics.
We very rarely do shout outs anymore.
We're bringing them back.
Well, shout out Pentatonics, who have once again postponed their world tour. So I have to wait until 2023 to go and see them live.
Let's rescind the shout out.
No shout out to Pentatonics.
No, shout out to Pentatonics.
No.
Yeah, shout out to Pentatonics to get your shit together, Pentatonics, and get yourself into the UK.
No, it's fine. They have sorted it. They've postponed it. Not really, because I was meant to see them in June, and it's been fucking.
So it doesn't sound like they've sorted it out.
It's not June yet.
Yeah, but it's been postponed to 2023.
Why?
Damn.
They just can't make the Europe leg work. Apparently.
Why?
I don't know. Let me have a think. What could be going on right now that could possibly intervene with the Europe leg of the World Tour?
A war, but it's on the far end of Europe. They don't need to go there.
Electricity bills have gone up.
Yeah, they have actually. Yeah.
National insurance, that's
Cost of living.
Yeah.
Air travel's more expensive.
Aldi have increased the milk by 5p.
That was it.
I bet that's why.
That was it.
I bet that's why Pentatonics.
I think now I'm remembering back to the video when they went, we can't do the Europe leg of the tour yet because Aldi have upped their milk prices.
Bastards, honestly.
I suppose they've got to pay for that marketing somehow because their marketing is tip top.
And they milk it.
Yeah.
I'll get that one. That off the cuff as well.
Yeah.
Pull the other one.
Cuffs are rolled up. Very posh.
That was completely missed.
So have you got some news for us, Tom? I heard you have some news.
I have got some news.
Joe, Tom's got some news for us.
My joke was just completely missed.
Sorry, what was your joke?
I said pull the other one. And no one even fucking knows.
So, Tom, have you got some news for us?
I've got some.
Tom's got some news for us.
News just in. Joe's joke was missed, and I'm happy about it. No, I don't care.
It's fine. Don't care.
I have got some news. Joe, I've got some news.
I don't care.
Joe doesn't care.
Okay, well, what's your news? Tell me, Tom. Joe doesn't care.
I'm going to tell you my news. Now, we all know that there are particular...
No, we don't.
No, you don't. Well, I'm about to tell you. There are particular places in this world that just seem to do things better than everywhere else in the world.
The UK does everything better than anywhere
And
else.
quite often, normally, these places are Scandinavian.
Within reason, but go on.
Yeah.
I'll follow you on this train of thought for now.
So, in Stockholm,
Yeah.
there is a speed camera lottery.
In Stockholm?
In Stockholm.
Yeah.
Would you like me to elaborate or just leave it there?
Just leave it there.
Cool. On next news.
Cool. Right, okay.
No, so listen. Now, let me divulge your minds. Okay, peel back your ears.
Yeah.
If you drive under the speed limit, okay, you are eligible to be entered into the speed camera lottery draw. Now, the prize is the money that the speeders have paid in fines.
What?
Okay, so if you speed, you pay your fine, and that money goes into the speed camera lottery in Stockholm. So it all goes into a pot, and it is given to a random winner who is picked by random from a group of people who drive within the speed limit.
How do they distinguish that group of people?
So they must capture every person as opposed to just the speeders.
Well, no. If you are registered as a driver in Stockholm and you
and
haven't
you're
got
not
a speed
triggering a
ticket
speed camera,
against your
yeah.
name, you will be approached. Would you like to join the speed camera lottery? If so, and you can also sign
This
up
is
to be
definitely a
someone.
money laundering
That
scheme.
sounds like them just flexing on the rest of Europe by going, we have no socio-economic crisis in our country.
sounds-
so much so, we don't actually need the money from speeding fines.
No.
So fuck you.
It
We're going
sounds
to give
like
it to someone.
Stockholm's money laundering in some way. There's no way.
What is
surely.
it's bad enough getting a speed ticket and having to pay that to the council
But
or government wherever you are in the world.
Imagine your neighbour winning your speed.
No, but imagine having to give your speed ticket to the people you've overtaken at the traffic lights because they were going too slow. Like that's worse. Knowing that Doris going at
What you could
35
do
and a 40 has won your 60 quid plus everybody else's.
I mean,
both
if
people
Doris is doing 35 and a 40, you only need to go past her at 40.
Well,
If both people in a
So-
couple have cars, one could always drive within the speed limit and the other could run all the speed cameras, build that pot up and just hope that you win it with interest.
You realise the word lottery was used, right?
Yeah.
It's
Hope,
the
I said,
chance
hope,
the
Lord.
chance of you winning this compared to the amount of money. This is literally just a more expensive version of the national lottery.
yeah, rather than putting a quid on
Yeah.
Saturday, you 60
So,
quid.
don't worry, love. You speed everywhere. We might win it back.
Yeah.
Probably not worth it.
Yeah, so that was it's my nice little bit of news for the week. Very nice.
Anyone else got any
Interesting,
news?
No news.
Not really.
No news is good news.
No news is good
Yeah,
news.
that's a good point, actually.
What's
All
a good
news is
point?
good news, I think.
Tractors, javelins.
Pair of compasses. Yeah, pair of compasses are very good points.
Well, I wanted to throw it back anyway. I'm going to
Did you?
quickly.
Oh, stand up and do it then.
Go on. Show
Stand
the
up and do
camera,
it.
throwing it
Yeah.
back. Go on, I dare you.
I'm going to get us away from whatever Joe was taking us through then.
He was getting to the point.
Yeah.
Tom's the one that
I bet
started
he is.
naming apparatuses that have got a point on them.
I'm going to give us a couple. I was today years old when I learned. And I was genuinely
Not one of these
today
in a
years
while.
old when I learned these
Shout
as well.
out to Dan, Tom, and Joe from 2021. This is an I was today years old for you.
Yeah.
We've done them this year.
Oh, just got a shout out from me.
No way.
So we were in the taxi to the airport today.
Where are you going?
We're going to the airport,
From?
the hotel,
Which was?
away from the airport.
In?
Zante.
Oh, you're in Zante. Very nice.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, that's nice. That's why you look so brown.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And the bottoms of all the trees we drove past were painted white, and I was genuinely confused as to why. Do you know why they paint the bottoms of trees white?
Where? Here? On Zante?
It typically is hotter countries, but loads of countries do it. Like South American countries do it apparently as well.
Is it because it
We do.
reflects the heat or something? Is it to do with the reflection of the heat?
I've seen trees painted white.
Because they're racist. I don't know.
So
I think I know this, but I'm not sure. So I'm not going to
No,
embarrass myself.
throw your guess out and then we'll
Yeah,
see
yeah.
if you're correct.
My guess is that they paint the bottom of trees white because trees begin with T, and also beginning with T is the word triangles. And triangles have three sides.
Yeah.
If you turn a tree upside down and draw straight edges from point to point, it would also equal a triangle.
Yeah.
A triangle is also a shape, and shapes include circles and squares.
Yeah.
And if you're a square, you're nothing but boring. You'll never be a round piece of cheese. You'll never be a slice. And a
Yeah.
slice of cheese is dairy. Milk is from cows, and milk is also white.
Yeah.
So that's why they paint the bottom of trees
So
white.
on to my next hours today is because Tom's cracked that one.
Imagine.
Just go on Google and it's word for word what Tom has just said.
Quotes it, Tom Mills 2022.
So there's two reasons. The first is they do it on.
No, you said, do you know the reason? And now
Yeah,
you're saying there's two reasons.
Well,
which one
there's
is it?
two different reasons why people do it.
I would have given a
Yeah,
very
okay,
different
of
answer
course
if I known there was a second.
So they
One of them was
sometimes
Tom's.
paint the bottom of yeah. Sometimes they paint the bottom of the trees white when they're like young trees.
So that they can identify them as a white young tree.
No, it's so that they in hotter countries where the winters are still hot, it stops the bark from getting damaged because obviously they shed all the leaves, so they're not in the shade, and so that's one reason. But then
So it sounds like
How does white paint around the bottom stop it from...
because
it reflects the heat.
So when I said earlier, do they paint the bottom of the
Oh,
trees
shit, yeah.
white to reflect the heat? And you went no.
We gave both
And
the
you
correct
just
answers.
said that that's why they do it.
Yeah,
That's
so
cool.
We can move on. We answered it.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons was Joe's reason, and the
That was
second
a
was
solid
there's
High five.
little
connection.
like mites that bore into
A mite?
to trees, and
It might.
it might.
It might.
And
Don't get bored.
it can kill trees and poison them.
And doesn't like
So
white
they
paint.
paint white. No. So they still bore in, but then
Yeah,
they
the
can see
racist
the
mites.
they can see the
That's all it
dust
is.
on the white paint and know that there's mites that are born into the.
So they just know that to chop that tree
And
down.
no,
kill
they don't
it.
chop it down. What they do is they plant explosives in the base.
Yeah,
Oh, so they don't
Well,
chop it down.
yeah.
They explode it down.
They send
they
a
just
tree-
put a hat of shame on the tree.
they- yeah.
You are
They
infected.
send a tree surgeon out.
Riddled.
He gets his thing out. He goes,
Scalpel.
yeah, there's
Sponge.
mites in there. Is it a stethoscope?
Yeah,
Yeah, I wanted to say that, but I didn't want to commit to saying
Of
a
I
course
word.
think
I'd
it's
I'd
a
be embarrassed.
stethoscope that you mean, and you could be meaning anything right
They
now.
put it in their ears and check the heart, like listens for the heart.
That's an AirPod.
It's an AirPod.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You put it in your ears.
Listen to your heart.
Oh,
Radio.
yeah.
Heart radio.
iHeartRadio, yeah. iHeartRadio from GTA 5, yeah. iHeartRadio, yeah, exactly.
The
my
second hour is today years old as well.
Have you got another one?
I have
Bloody
He's got
hell.
another one.
Fucking
And I
hell.
was
Do you know he's
watching-
got another one?
He's got
Tell
another
us your other one.
another one. There you go. Told you.
hate
We were on the plane
everything
home
about
and I was
it.
watching a documentary.
Yeah. What
Have you ever? It's called Dope Sick. It's Dope Sick.
Bless you. What dope
Thank you.
What's
Yeah, it's
it
on Disney
about?
Plus. It's about there was an opioid crisis in the US
It's on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Some kid's going to be
opioid
trying to watch
in
crisis.
Encanto.
the late 90s, early 2000s, and it was all run by one family who
Oh.
created the crisis because they also made the opioid medication. So the more people were addicted, the more they sold and the more money they made.
Heisenberg.
So, have you ever, when you've been to see a doctor or been in the hospital,
Taken opioids
been
all
asked
the
to
time.
rate your pain level from 1 to 10?
I've done what Tom suggested.
have.
not done this pain on a scale of 1 to 10.
You rate your pain
Do you know
1
why?
to 10. Well, it has confused me in the past because everyone's perception of pain is completely different. So 1 to 10, my pain as a 1 obviously might be someone else's 10.
Was that a 1? Was that a 1 or a 2 or a 5?
That was probably a 0.6.
Are you mad?
No.
That's
You
crazy.
just got a weak flick.
Yeah.
I've not got a
What,
weak
what a
flick.
what a
Ask any of my ex-girlfriends. I've not got a weak
what,
flick.
what a rubbish flick. You should take yourself away and practice flicking.
Will do.
Thank you. Daniel Benham, I presume you're going to tell us why doctors ask me, does
I
that
am.
pay in a 1 to 10?
It was completely made up for the purpose.
Well, everything's made up.
at some point.
It was completely made up for the purpose of prescribing opioids.
Oh.
So if I just say 10, I'll get fucking prescribed opioids.
Well, not anymore because
Fuck's
they weren't used in the UK and they were banned in America. But effectively, they made a tablet that was successful but didn't necessarily do what it was supposed to. So they only used opioids for really strong. They only used
as a successful tablet.
They only used opioids for really strong pains because they're a narcotic and really addictive. And they made
Yeah, I know.
They made one that was supposed to basically last 12 hours, so you could prescribe it for moderate pains like headaches and stuff. Except they didn't last 12 hours and they were highly addictive, not the less than 1% like they claim they were.
Yeah.
But they needed to find a way to get doctors to prescribe more of these tablets at higher dosages as well, instead of starting everyone at 10.
What was the threshold?
So the threshold was by
1 to 10. 1, here's some opioids. 10, here's some opioids.
Well, no, what it allowed them to do is individualize how much they prescribed people. So typically what they would do with an opioid is start you on the lowest.
Yeah.
And if it's not successful, raise you over time.
Sure.
They were saying, well, don't just put everyone in at 10 milligrams. You could throw someone in at 60. And the only way to do that was to create,
pain.
to basically make pain a measure of how you're feeling, in the same way blood pressure is and oxygen levels.
Was it like if you said a 6, you get 60 milligrams?
Not necessarily specifically 60, but if the higher the number, the stronger the dose they would offer.
I mean, if you got your rate your scale on a scale of 1 to 10, 25.
Yeah. Whoa!
But that's what people started doing. So
as 50.
As people got addicted, they would travel to different states because obviously hospital records are kept separate, and just go to a doctor and say, "Yeah, I've got back pain. Rate your pain. Blah blah. Get a prescription.
11.
Move to the next state. Do the exact same thing."
At 11, they shoot you.
And
no hope for you, mate.
Well, the charity or think tank or whatever it was that devised this plan was solely funded and run by the family that owns the company that made the tablets. It was all that whole process was made up as a way to basically promote a drug.
That's along the same lines of within the UK, the only medically prescribed CBD oil that you can purchase is £125 per 10ml bottle, and it's because Theresa May's husband has a very large stake in the company that manufactures it, and she just happened to be the Prime Minister when this one company, if you buy any others, by the way, if you buy it from any other company, it's illegal, you get arrested for it. If you buy it from this one company for £125 per 10ml, it's legal, and it's literally just because Theresa May's husband's got a massive stake in the company that manufactures
Well done, Theresa May. Shout out Theresa May.
Yeah, fuck you, Theresa May.
I'm not going to comment on that thing.
On that thing.
What's
Is
the
that
thing?
Theresa May or what I was talking about? Both.
All of it.
Yeah.
Drugs and Theresa May.
Yeah, drugs.
It all goes into that box of...
This is probably a daft question, but...
That's a daft question.
Yeah, I know. Well, that was actually a statement. You don't do anything with like controlled drugs or anything in the hospital, do you? Like is none of that your responsibility?
What, to personally take or prescribe?
No, like to...
Test.
Yeah, to test.
I quite often find myself in the pharmacy cupboard just going, what does this one do?
Because how often... I'll try these ones today. I'll mix them. See what happens.
I like blue pills.
Ketamine.
Jesus, can you imagine?
No, I have nothing to do with the control of prescribed substances.
Yeah, fair enough. Just curious, no reason. Didn't want to
asking for a friend.
You know,
I've got other places I could go to instead of Tom that work
as
for hospitals.
Your big brother. I don't want to know.
No.
As your mate, I want to know everything.
Yeah. Just go, mate. Go
as an
read the
ex-police
medicine
officer, I would like to know.
Now, didn't you have to have some MRIs on your leg?
Only the one.
How was it?
Long and loud.
The leg was long, or the MRI was
the
long?
whole thing was long. The length of the MRI was long. My leg's long because I'm a somewhat tall guy.
Was it a scary experience?
It's just loud.
Yeah, they are.
And it's going...
Have you ever seen an MRI machine without a cover on it?
No, I haven't actually.
It is like the most...
It's like a mini Hadron Collider.
Dodgy 80s machine you'll ever see in your life.
You would not walk in the room if you saw it without the cover on it. It is
I'm gonna
like
Google this.
it is a mass of Iron Man quality metal and wires and chips and
Fucking hell.
and bolts and
It
it
w-
is spinning
Oh my god!
like at about 1 billion RPM.
It's impressive.
Just
Oh, wow.
Looks like a massive computer.
Yeah, what's
It is impressive how if you these weren't developed over like the last couple of years. Like these were developed
about the last 6 months.
yeah, years ago, where
Took him a
tech
while,
wasn't
didn't it?
as advanced, and someone's thought this up.
And
Let's
no
just
one in
look-
the meantime has gone, let's improve it.
Let's just get a magnet, spin it well quick around someone, and then take pictures.
What's that
If you-
film? Oh, there's a film with Eddie Murphy in it where he's playing.
Madagascar.
No, is it a Meet
Oh, it's Chris
Dave?
Rock, innit?
Meet Dave. It's Chris Rock. Meet Dave.
Meet Dave, yeah.
He's a. Have you seen it?
He's a robot.
Oh, brilliant
With
film.
lots of
It's
mini
just-
Daves
I've never
inside
seen
him.
that.
You have. So he's
You
a.
have. He's telling you. He's telling you. You
'cause I've
have.
watched it with you. He's
I
a
don't
robot.
remember this.
He's a robot. He's controlled by loads of little people inside. And at one point in the film, he has to go and have an MRI scan done. And the woman's like, "You've not got like any loose change in your pockets, have you? Or like a phone or anything?"
yes.
And he's
I
like,
have.
"No." And then as she turns the machine, she goes, "Because everyone knows the M in MRI stands for magnetic." And he just goes, bang, against the machine. It's hell.
I have.
The funniest scene.
I'll tell you what, there are some sites that you see in hospitals of porters bringing metal gurneys into the MRI room to put someone on it, and they are launched across the room and pinned against
Can you film
an
it
MRI
next?
machine.
Can you film it next time?
By a
please?
metal gurney, piercings being pulled out.
Yeah, I found out when I forgot to take my dick piercing out.
You
Goodbye,
joke.
penis.
You joke
I'm
that
not
it's
joking.
happened.
I'm not
God.
joking.
Oh yeah.
If you want to know a scary scan, go for a PET scan though, because the actual
I've not
scan
got- I've not
itself,
got any
Pregnancy scan.
yeah,
Not
the
getting
actual
pets.
scan itself isn't particularly scary. The solid lead-lined tube with a radioactive symbol they bring over to inject in you beforehand while wearing gowns.
Yeah.
That's the scary bit. They're like, we're just going to inject this in you,
What's
leave
a-
it an hour,
What is a
and
PET
then we'll
scan?
scan you.
Sorry.
They put like a radioactive fluid through
Oh,
your body,
and track
scan your
it.
body, and it can track everything. But like, so hang on, it's not safe to be outside of a lead-lined tube until it's running through my
Put it
veins.
inside me.
Yeah.
The worst
wait
bit-
until you find out it's not safe for it to be running through your veins either. Again, we've just not improved on medical
It's like,
technology
they
since
go,
the 80s.
we need to leave you an hour. We'll leave you in this room alone. I'm like,
Yeah, the
Right.
worst.
Thanks a
the
lot.
worst bit
You've got a
about
camera
the
monitoring
worst
your
bit
little
about
trip that you bounce off.
X-rays and MRIs and all that is like it's absolutely perfectly safe. Okay, we're going to be
Yeah.
right here with you throughout the whole process. All right, you stay there. We're just going to get out of the room behind a lead wall and a glass screen, and then they talk to you like,
Are you comfortable, Mr. Mills? Okay. Yeah, we're just in the neighbouring room. We are watching you. Are you all right there? Sorry, we can't hear you, so you'll have to shout.
you're like, honestly, what is this? I don't feel like this is personal care. Yeah, it's awful.
But it's to do with I know obviously, joke. It's to do with the amount that they're in the room though, isn't it? Because you're only getting exposed to the X-ray for a short period of time. They're doing it all day. They can't stand next to you and be like, "Oh, should we take a selfie on the X-ray machine?" Because the face will melt off after like 6 hours of doing X-ray.
do you know the worst bit about X-rays as well is when they're
Having them
X-raying
done.
something that's broken and they have to put you in the most like contorted positions to
bend your arm,
It's like,
bend your arm.
yeah, I know your shoulder's cracked, but I just need you to lift your shoulder right up. So it's like, no, it's
Okay.
cracked.
Okay, Mr. Mills. Just to get a good view of your broken wrist, can you do a handstand? No. The other hand. Thank you.
Does the handstand that falls? Yep, it's broken. No need for the X-ray anymore. When I was having my leg scanned, the woman was like, "I'm really sorry," because I was wincing. I was like, "This is tearing my leg apart." She was like,
It wasn't though, was
She was
it?
like, "I'm really sorry." Really forcefully moving my leg. I'm really sorry. Bang! And I'm like, "Oh my, no, you're not. No, you're not sorry at all. You're a liar."
So, if you look in the corner of the room, Mr. Benham, you can see a treadmill. I need you to get on that. All right, run 1 mile. It should only take 7 to 12 minutes.
It takes 7 to 12 minutes to run a mile.
Aren't they?
Yeah, I'm rapping me.
Yeah, I can do a mile in 7 minutes without a broken leg.
I can run a mile in 7 minutes if you put me on speed without broken
Have you
legs.
ever had to
idiots,
use a
aren't they?
crutch?
are only messing about.
Only to attack people.
Did they, when you've used a crutch before, haven't you? You've been given a crutch
I wasn't
for your
here
leg.
for 2 weeks because I was on crutches.
Did they teach you how to walk upstairs with those 3 steps?
I've never been taught how to use them. They gave them the first time I used them when I was in high school. They gave them me and they were like, fend for yourself.
So when I was
Okay, Mr. Benham. Here's some crutches. They will be magnetised to the MRI machine. Just try and pull them off.
No, I was,
they
I was
have
left
like a
completely
little
alone.
fake staircase of 3 steps, and they get you to
Fake
go up and
staircase,
yeah,
as opposed to a
How
real
do you-
staircase.
yeah, it doesn't lead to anywhere.
It's still a staircase, so it's not fake staircase.
Well, it's 3 steps. That's not a staircase,
How
though,
many
is it?
steps does it take before a
Yeah.
step becomes a staircase?
Very good question.
You're like, you got like your steps up to your front door, say.
I suppose you
That's
could.
not-
As
Most
long as,
flights of stairs average out at 12 or 13, but it depends on the height of the staircase.
but is it
My-
just a staircase because it goes from one floor to another? Because you could just have 3 huge steps, and it's
Yeah, you
only 3
could.
steps, but it's a staircase because it leads to another floor.
3 huge steps to get to another floor. 3 trampolines, I think, is what you're talking. What? How are you
I'm-
going to step up them?
I'm picking a random number.
Well,
What is
pick
it?
a-
Because
pick
it leads to
random
another
number.
floor. Okay, 5 steps.
A bit more.
Well, no, because we're going to get up to 12 in a minute.
That
And
would be
I'm
a
asking
staircase.
if you can
That's a
have a lower
staircase,
number
that.
of steps.
Well, yeah, of course
I
you can.
reckon, all right. If
Think Oliver's house.
no,
His steps are well steep.
nobody knows Oliver's house.
Dan knows Oliver.
Um,
His old house, his steps were well
Yeah.
steep.
there is this person called Oliver who lives in a place called Tameside. He has a house that has a number of steps. It's
You'll
very
actually
steep.
find he doesn't live in Tameside.
Derbyshire.
Yeah,
My apologies.
yeah.
Won't happen again.
Shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have happened in the first place.
No, it's fine. Honestly, I'll get
Poor
over it.
performance, that, mate.
No, honestly,
Really
it's,
poor.
I am so sorry.
You don't apologise to me. Apologise to Oliver through the camera. Look right into your Which one? That one.
Oliver, piss off.
No, Tom.
That was mean.
We've talked about this. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's where I've been
Try
falling
again.
down.
I've been.
this
struggling
is why.
with
This
as
is
well.
why so many people don't like you.
Yeah,
The fact that I've just had to tell you the words
Yeah.
"I'm sorry," which is words I never use.
Oliver, I'm soy sauce. That
Close,
No.
Close.
That'll-
Yeah, do you know what?
do. That'll do.
Oliver
that'll
will
do.
probably hear it as "I'm sorry."
That'll
So
do.
should be fine.
And Oliver does actually listen to the podcast now.
Yeah.
So hello, Oliver.
Shout out,
Shout out,
Oliver.
Oliver.
Shout out,
Sky full of shout outs.
He
Oh,
binge listened to our podcast
man.
within like a few days.
Oh, I always knew there was something wrong with you, mate. Now it all makes sense. Now it all makes sense.
Why are the tassels on your Teddy Fresh
They've
jump
been-
so?
I don't know. They've been like this for
Right.
What have you
ages.
been doing?
I've do nothing, mate.
I know what happened.
Excuse me, Mr. Benham. Can you take the metal toggle off the end of your... Oh, never mind.
No, these never had them. These were just tied in a knot.
There is a topic Jess wants us to discuss as well. She actually told us off for
What
trying
is
to
it?
discuss
I like
this
your
off
nails, by the
camera.
way.
I mean, I was going to
just
talk
meant the
about the
trial
Johnny
as a
Depp
whole.
and Amber Heard trial.
Oh, my
What I
bad.
was going to talk about was the they were cross-examining her about the donation, and when you donated $7 million,
In sperm.
and she went, "Yeah, I pledged $7 million." And she was like, no, I'm asking about donating. She's like, I pledged 7. She kept trying to make out that pledge and donate was the same thing. Anyway, they got to the bottom of it where she said she was unable to actually donate the money because she got sued by Johnny Depp.
And she's shit at acting.
So, well, yeah, she's probably going to need the money now, isn't she?
Aquaman is a brilliant film.
Oh, she said, by the way, that Aquaman 2, there's been hiccups with her role in Aquaman 2.
She's down to 9 minutes.
Yeah.
They've cut her out of it. So they've cut out as much as possible. There's only 9 minutes
Yeah.
of
I
footage
thought
of
they
it.
were replacing her with Amelia Clark.
There is no. So what you've seen is a rumor that they're reshooting.
Rumor has it.
I think they should cast Johnny Depp as her replacement, personally.
That would be entertaining.
I think they should
I mean,
cast
he's
Now,
worn the
Amelia
wig. He's
Clark
worn the wig from
in
all
The Flash.
accounts. We've heard the audio.
Speaking of recasting, it has been announced that Margot Robbie will be starring in the new
Yes, I've
Pirates
seen
of the
this.
Caribbean
Yeah,
series.
and it's going ahead without him, isn't
Yeah.
it?
She's speaking of
will
recasting
she
as well.
play a Jack
playing Jack
Sparrow,
Sparrow,
character?
Is she?
No,
Oh,
he's a guy.
yeah, I know. But
She's
you
a
made it out
girl.
that she was. Doctor Who's been a guy and a girl now.
Oh, speaking of which, have we seen who the new doctor's
We
going to be?
have, and I'm really excited for it.
Mr. Sex Education.
What's his name, Tom?
Chuti Mwang.
That one, bless you.
I forget his surname.
I don't know. I don't know how it's pronounced.
I think he's going to be very good.
I'm looking forward to
I've
it.
seen him
think
play a
it'll be
number of things. Obviously in Sex
the
Education.
banjo, the guitar, the piano, and the drums.
The flute as well. Don't
Oh my
go.
bad.
Very-
Well, you've seen him.
very
play the
Russell
flute.
T.
I've
Davis
not-
is back
I've not
as
seen
well.
him play the flute.
Russell T. Davis is back as the showrunner.
And David Tennant and Catherine Tate will be returning.
I've seen
for the
pictures of him.
that's for the 60th anniversary next year.
I've seen pictures of him on set.
That's the only
It came
reason.
up on
That's the
Facebook
only reason
earlier.
they've announced it. I was saying this to Jess earlier. So, public shoots are fair game. Like, if you're shooting on a public street, you have to accept there's going to be people around that could
Yeah.
take photos.
Never heard of Public Street.
The day
Where's that?
after,
Manchester.
the day after they announced David Tennant was coming back, photos emerged of him on set. That's the only reason they've done it, is so that they can go.
To cover
They,
themselves.
they control it. Yeah.
Doctor
but the rumours
Who,
are Matt
Doctor
Smith.
Who, what, where, when, why, when.
Well, Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi, and apparently Christopher Eccleston are all coming back for the 60th anniversary.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Super quick. Doctor Who, what, where, when, why. That is
When?
essentially the plot of the show.
Yeah, pretty much is now.
yeah.
It is.
Where, when, and why.
Nobody knows.
How?
What
answered
is
the
going on?
TARDIS.
Yeah.
When? Fucking
Yeah,
whenever
but
he
how
wants,
is
mate.
not always answered, because it's not always the TARDIS. Sometimes things have happened that have thrown him into somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. That.
Like a walk in the park.
Yeah.
Like things.
The Weeping Angels like throw you back.
Like
I
a kiss
fucking
in the
hate
dark.
them. Don't talk about them.
Not the
Jess-
only
yeah,
one.
I
Jess
hate
is
him.
a fan.
Weeping
I've
Angels,
always
they are.
hated him.
Although as a kid, I was most scared about the Slovene.
No, I didn't think
No,
they were
I
that
thought
bad.
Do you know the
Because
thing
they were
about
politicians, and I'm scared of politicians.
What do you mean were?
the problem with the Weeping Angels for me as a kid wasn't the actual Weeping Angels, because there's not really any statues that look like that. It's right at the end of the episode where it just starts showing you statues
A
from
rep-
all different city
Yeah,
centres
like
on
the
buildings.
gargoyles,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, because that's a way to shit a
Well,
child up.
not just that as well. Every Weeping Angel episode is just jump scare central.
Yeah.
Like,
I just-
obviously you know it's going to happen, but it's
Do you know what?
constant.
We've been rewatching the Doctor Who's from the start, and we've got up to
From like the black and white era or Christopher
from
Eccleston.
Christopher Eccleston, and we,
So not
you
from the
know,
start.
yeah, but it's about 15 seasons in it, and we've
There's
got
a lot.
we're back up to Peter Capaldi, and I'm bored of Cybermen and Weeping Angels.
Yeah, it's like the Ghoster,
they
isn't it?
just
If they,
keep
if they
doing
run
them
out of ideas, it's like,
over and over again.
Yeah. And
Bored
the,
of it.
the Cyberman storyline was sort of butchered with Bill as well, wasn't it? With the
Yeah.
whole-
well, apparently in the new series, there's loads of new aliens,
I hope so.
which I'm really looking
If
forward
there's
to.
not, I'll be having words.
You're going to have a kick-off.
I might have a little bit of a kick off.
Have you
football?
seen...
Yeah. 3.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Summer, innit?
No, it's
Summer
not.
break.
No, it's not.
Practically is.
It's still spring till June.
Yeah, but
You know
we're
what else
like,
is? You know what
not far
else
away.
is? You know what else is spring? Most mattresses.
Yeah, that's true. This couch, maybe.
No.
My
This-
side is.
well, I'm glad that we went down that little route for a
Do you know
second.
what? And
Not entirely sure how we got there.
I'm really glad that we're going to be finishing on that.
Why we're going to be finishing, Tom?
But hang on, wait,
Do you hear it?
wait.
I can hear it getting closer.
Wait.
I can hear it getting louder.
there.
Ding!
There we go. That was it.
That
That
was the last-
was the orders of last bell.
Yeah. You don't have to go home.
But you can't stay here.
Jinx, show me a Coke. Thank fuck I've got that off the list.
No worries. I'll get you one, mate. Anytime.
No, I'm just taking
I
it
think
off.
Joe's actually just...
I'm just removing one of the ones I owe you out
Yeah,
of the
he's
two.
reducing his debt.
I do have quite a few.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Why is there a...
I'm gonna.
For the listeners that didn't get to enjoy that visually, tell us what just happened, Joe.
Nothing happened. And this is the key. If you're a listener, you need to be a watcher.
Yeah.
Like the Watcher from the Marvel animated universe and the comics.
Go and find us
and
on
soon to be
Instagram,
the Marvel Cinematic
TikTok,
Universe.
YouTube, or iTube.
Yeah.
Um,
The guy that voiced the Watcher
Oh,
in
RedTube.
What If, by the way, is playing him in the real life version as well.
Yeah, I've seen this. I'm quite excited for it.
fellas, we've had the last orders bell.
Yeah.
Respect the barman.
But we ordered double on the last orders. so-
Well, I'm thirsty and I drank it all. So thank you very much for listening. Honestly,
You're welcome, mate. Anytime.
it was all my pleasure. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I
It
did.
was all my chore.
And I really do look forward to next time. Maybe we can do this again sometime. That would be nice.
Sounds like a really
I was-
unsuccessful first date.
I was-
it does.
You know, maybe we
It'd
could
be
maybe we
great
could see
to
each other
see you.
again sometime.
I was Thomas and Milshire. If you don't want to give me your number, maybe your Instagram. You know, that we could maybe figure something out.
I'd
there.
love to. I don't have it.
Who were you?
Call him Tom. Call him anything you want. Just don't call him late for dinner.
Who were you?
I'm Dan.
No, you weren't.
No, you
No,
weren't.
I wasn't. I was Thomas and Milshire.
No, you weren't.
Who was I?
No, you weren't.
I don't know who I am, guys. I don't know who I am.
He said,
Oh,
I'm the same as I was last week.
Yeah, and I said
Same as I was
nice-
last week.
Nice to meet you.
No, you said I'm the same because I said nice to meet you.
I'm the same.
Nice to meet you. I'm the same.
And I'm Joe. Finally, and yeah, I was trying to rearrange. Joe. Finally discharged from hospital, Benham.
Why don't you say it again?
No, I was trying to rearrange the letters in my head
Don't
as
do
a
that.
joke, but I messed it up.
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
Rearrange the letters in your
I'm
head.
not rearranging it. Well, I didn't. I said it properly,
Because
didn't I? I
you'll
said,
me-
I'm Joe, finally discharged
because you'll
from the
mess it
hospital,
up.
Benham. Like that.
Civvy.
Get your drinks.
Oh, yeah?
We need to clink.
It's
Oh,
empty.
bloody hell, Tom. Tell you what, one sec. Come here.
No,
boys.
just, that'll do. Nice. Sick.
Give us a little bit for the outro, guys.
This is a little bit for the outro. Just edit that in.
What if we meditate together?